Now, so what we have done in the morning, probability of getting a system with this energy, or in the microstate with energy ER, isn't it? Probability of getting the system with microstate R with energy ER, that's equal to e raised to minus beta ER divided by Z. What is Z? Summation over R e raised to minus beta ER. Okay, we need to edit this one in case of degeneracy. Okay, we shall do that one later. Okay, first let us take a non-degenerate case. So now look at here. What is your average energy? We have done average energy. Am I right? What is average energy? In terms of Z, minus dou by dou beta of log Z. Am I right? Minus dou by dou beta of log Z. And what is E square average? Have you done that one? Because I told that was a question. Any idea? 1 by Z dou square by dou beta square of Z, like that. Dou square of dou square Z by dou beta square. Yeah. So then what is the variance? Delta E square the mean. What was this one? Yeah, that is again that was equal to minus dou E R by dou beta, isn't it? You have to do this derivation, okay? Because they may ask some, I mean, suppose if they ask this relation, then what would you do, isn't it? I was intended to write other relation, I mean final relation in terms of Z, isn't it? What is this one? Again, you can use these two, isn't it? This is the basic definition, isn't it? Now you can use this one, am I right? Again, one more beta derivative, one more negative sign, that is dou square by dou beta square of ln of Z, okay? That is your variance in energy. Is that okay? Yeah. So, one more relation that he has derived here, average pressure, that can be written as 1 by beta, so dou by dou V of ln of Z, okay? But usually I am looking forward to a solid state application where I mean that is there is no change in volume or pressure thing is not needed, okay? Are you getting my point? Let me move on a little bit, okay? Yeah, these are the relation. Again, you have to remember them, okay? So, what is S equal to KB ln of number of microstate, okay? Okay. Now, we are not counting number of microstate, remember, okay? That's too difficult. Again, we will again convert our whole formalism in terms of this one, either probability or partition function. Is that okay? So, again, that can be derived into, so KB log of, again you need a thermodynamic law here, okay? To derive it out, you need some thermodynamic law. So now KB log of Z plus beta into average energy. That is your entropy. Can you remember this formula? Entropy. In terms of partition function, and average energy, again average energy is in terms of partition function again, okay? Yeah, and we define one more quantity, we call that one as Helmholtz free energy. We call that one as Helmholtz free energy. What is Helmholtz spelling? MHOLTH. I mean, there are different types of this free energy where we can express all of our thermodynamic quantities in terms of them, okay? So, Gibbs free energy, Helmholtz free energy and enthalpy, okay? But let me define Helmholtz free energy, and in future, if there is any quantity, that can be written in terms of this one, okay. So this F is equal to minus Kb into T ln of Z. Since I am not connecting it to thermodynamics, so I can't derive it out now, right now. Is that okay? You need thermodynamic laws to derive all of those. Sometimes it is written like this, look at here. You can multiply by T and you can write in terms of this one, isn't it? How? E bar average energy minus T into S, can I write like this? We shall work out this in thermodynamics again, okay? Average energy minus T into entropy, okay? So from this relation, you can just find the relation like that. Yeah, next one is very important one, specific heat. How do you define specific heat? What is CV? Specific heat as constant volume, isn't it? So dou E bar by dou T. Temperature derivative of total energy, average energy. Is that okay? Now again, we are not happy with the temperature derivative because this is in terms of beta. Beta is 1 by kBT, isn't it? You have to convert that one into beta derivative, okay? How do you do? Beta is equal to 1 by kB into T. So d beta is equal to minus 1 by kB T square into dt. Can I write like this? Now they are related like this. Look at here. Dou by dou beta is equal to reciprocal of this one minus kB T square dou by dou T. And dou by dou T is equal to minus 1 by kBT square into dou by dou beta. Can you replace and remember that formula? Minus 1 by kBT square minus 1 by kBT square dou by dou beta of average energy. Isn't it? Because everything is written in terms of beta and you should have formula regarding beta derivative, okay, that's safe. Actually, we should have taken one example again, so it takes at least 1 hour. Let me define some more quantities, okay, let us have all formalism so that tomorrow we shall start with examples, okay, application of all of them. So now, have you seen one more observation? Have you seen one more thing? Yeah, let us do that one, okay, let us do that one. I told you can, whenever I said the very earlier thing, A is in thermal equilibrium with A prime, isn't it? I told A is either a whole system of whole n particle, or A can be one atom, isn't it? A can be one atom which is in thermal equilibrium with the rest of all, isn't it? So that's what I said. Now we shall see, okay, what would happen in case of entropy, what would happen in case of our partition function. So because sometimes it is very lengthy to study the system together, system of n particle together, okay. You can, so we shall see if we can study one particle and we can apply the same thing for n particle, okay. So that is the main thing here. So again, this is also property, okay. This is also one of the property. The property is, look at here, I had earlier A which is in thermal contact with A prime, the whole system was isolated, am I right? The whole system was isolated. Now what I do here is, I am going to divide this system A into two parts, AR and AS. Can I do like that? AR and AS. Is that okay? I am going to divide A into two parts, okay? I mean, so then I can divide that one into 4 parts, n part, isn't it? Suppose if it is n particle system, first let me divide into 2 parts, let me see what would happen. Then I can just extend the argument and I can, suppose if I have n particle system, I can divide that one into n part and I can study one part and I can apply the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, we shall see, look at here. Now look at here, what is energy ER+ ES, can I write like this? ER plus ES, can I write like this? ER plus ES is equal to energy minus energy. Is that okay? I am going to divide A into two parts, okay? I mean, so then I can divide that one into 4 parts, energy of this whole system. This is system of interest, okay? This is actually heat reservoir, okay? Yeah. So now, whenever you write ERS equal to, again, energy of this one plus energy of this one, that's it. Is that okay? So now, how do you find partition function? Look at here, Z. Summation over partition function of a whole system. Partition function of a whole system, okay? So, Z of A, shall I write like this? Z of A. So, A is divided into AR plus AS. Is that okay? The system A is divided into AR plus AS. Now, partition function for a whole system, look at here, summation over e raised to minus beta ERS. So, RS, summation over RS. So can I do like that? Now, again, ERS, energy is always additive, am I right? So, e raised to minus beta, ER plus ES, am I right? Energy is always additive, remember. Now, you need to take the summation over all possibility, remember. You have to take summation over all possibility. That is the meaning of partition function. What is that one? Summation over all possible microstate. Okay? Summation over all possible microstate with energy ER. So now look at here. So since it is in exponential, since energy is in exponential, this becomes e raised to A plus into e raised to B. E raised to A plus B. E raised to A into e raised to B. That becomes, look at here, summation of R, e raised to minus beta ER, summation of S, e raised to minus beta ES. Is that okay? Or write one more step. So, split out this one. You have to make the summation over R as well as S index. Is that okay? And then you can split the summation. Now, what is that one? What is these two? Z of AR into Z of AS. Am I right? What does it say? Partition function is multiplicative. If you have a combined system, so a partition function of combined system is equal to multiplication of partition function of individual system. That's very important fact, okay? That's very important fact. Let me extend the argument. Yeah, wait a second. If partition function is multiplicative, what would be entropy? What would be energy, average energy? What would be average energy? Wait a second. Write down the sentence, okay? Partition function is multiplicative. Partition function is multiplicative. Is that okay? If partition function is multiplicative, what would be average energy? Average energy of A, how do you write? Dou by dou beta of ln of Z of A, isn't it? Just keep on doing that one, okay? Minus dou by dou beta of, what is that one? Ln of ZAR plus ln of ZAS. What is this one? Average energy of AR plus average energy of AS. Am I right? Are you getting my point? Because it is related to log of Z. Log of AB equal to log of A plus log of B. Are you getting my point? Average energy of combined system is equal to, so sum of individual, of course, energy should be additive, okay? Energy should be additive. What about entropy? What about entropy? Entropy of A is equal to, KB log of, we have seen, isn't it? We have seen how do you define entropy? I think this definition is sufficient. KB ln of omega, am I right? If omega is divided into two parts, we can write as omega 1 into omega 2, omega A, AR, omega AS, am I right? I mean, your total number of microstate, that is always multiplicative. I told that's a kind of principle of counting, isn't it? So thereby, whenever this total number of microstate that is multiplicative, your entropy will be additive automatically. Is that okay? We have seen that property earlier. So now look at here. Let us see here again, since entropy depends on log of Z plus beta into average energy for A, isn't it? Now I can write KB. So what is this one? Log of ZAR plus log of ZAS plus beta E bar of AR plus E bar of AS. Can I write like this? Using this one, total average energy. Am I right? Total entropy of whole system A. Now I can write this one as SAR plus SAS. Am I right? Where system A is divided into AR plus AS. Are you getting my point? Why I divide my system A? That means my system A was in thermal equilibrium with heat reservoir. Now I am dividing that one. That will help me a lot, because I am going to, if I have n particle, I will divide that one into n part. And I will study one part, and I'll apply the same logic for all. Partition, so write down that sentence. Entropy is additive. Entropy is additive. Entropy is additive. Wait a second. Now I have system A. Is that okay? Again, it is in thermal equilibrium with heat reservoir A prime. Okay. System A contains n particles, suppose, or n atoms. Suppose n spin half atoms, which is in thermal equilibrium with the temperature T of the surrounding. Suppose. And I am placing that one in external magnet field. That's what we are going to study next one. Okay. Next very important problem is paramagnetism problem. Okay. Yeah. So total system is isolated. It is reservoir. VOIR or VIOR? VOIR? VIOR? VOIR. Yeah, whatever. So now my A contains n particles, either n atoms. So let me say n particles. Particle is the general word, isn't it? Now what I do here, I'm going to divide that one into n parts, and I'm going to apply this logic. Is that okay? And all of those n particles are identical. All of those n particles, suppose n spin half atoms, okay, in external magnetic field, isn't it? Each atom will behave similarly with the external magnetic field. It will have either mu h or minus mu h as two energies, isn't it? So now what I do here is, so I can just extend this argument. I have divided that one into two parts. Here I am going to divide that one into n part, and I am going to find, suppose this is partition function of one atom, one particle. Partition function for one particle. That's equal to summation over R into e raised to minus beta. Let me write small er, okay, that's better. What is this one? This is the energy states of that particle, that single particle, okay. Or I can take like that. I have n particles situated in a solid.